Greetings, members, one and all of the Salivation Nation, with the first gold purchase of 2022. Let's explore! Indeed, making inroads with the purchase. Actually, this purchase was made late in December 2021, but nonetheless, counting it towards 2022 buys, when gold kind of took a slight dip. But really, the coin this is, I paid a little bit of a slightly higher premium, but not too much, as we unravel the contents therein to see what's inside here. And indeed, it's an interesting coin. It's one that I actually had been eyeballing for a while. Pull the contents out. Here we go. Yes, indeed. So there it is, a package within a package. And this is something that certainly I've been wanting to check out for a while. I'd like to get it in silver too, but it's by the Royal Australian Mint. Yes, indeed. Let's pull this out. Let's see what we've got here. The invoice. There it is. All right. Yes, indeed. It is the Beneath the Southern Skies 1 ounce 2020 Australia $100. I think this is the first year they made these. They made them in 2021 as well. It is a larger diameter gold coin, which I'm not that big of a fan of. I like the coins to have a smaller diameter, like 32 millimeters or less, because you can see how thin the coin is there. But I kind of like the design, and that's one of the reasons why I got this coin. It is 1 ounce. It is a bullion coin, and it is Australia. Elizabeth II there we see on the obverse of this piece, but indeed, beautiful nonetheless, but is quite thin and quite large diameter. It is about the same diameter as, I think, about the same diameter as a Canadian maple leaf silver coin. Let's see. There's a maple leaf there. See, it's about the same diameter. It could fit in that capsule there. There it is. But of course, being that it's gold, with about almost twice as dense, it is definitely much thinner. And you know me, I like my coins thick. I'm all about the thickness, indeed. But there it is, and beautifully done. I love the texture in the background with the medians and the latitude and longitude lines and the stars there, and the way they sparkle with the lines emanating from the stars, showing directional there, and where Australia is there. Pretty neat. Very unique coin. And my guess is they're going to make these every year. But I believe 2020 was the first year that they did these. And I do like that it does have this continuity between the obverse and reverse. And that is one of the major reasons why I decided to get this coin in particular to add to the stack. I guess one criticism I would have of the coin is that the lettering seems to be washed out from the background pattern there on this side, and really in a sense this side as well. I almost think they could have made the fonts maybe a little bit more bold, but nonetheless that's a minor issue. The design itself is very well done, and again the consistency between the obverse and reverse is nice. The capsule, it does rattle around the capsule a bit, but it is neat to see a coin like this with the queen side here. We're still showing that theme of the latitude and longitude delineations there in the background as essentially a security feature. And so yes, very, very cool. And now I'd like to get one of these in silver for 2020. Yes, indeed. There you have it. So Australia's there, and you can see some semblance of other land on top I don't know what that is in the bottom too, but it is 4 nines fine gold, as you can see there. And, one thing about getting gold like this, especially a coin that is not very well recognized, maybe you've seen this. In fact, let me know in the comment section before, have you ever seen this coin before? The Southern Skies, Australia Southern Skies, $100 as a denomination on the coin. But what are your thoughts about this? It's essentially a bullion coin and liquidating it. Do you think, would you steer clear of these kind of bullion coins where they're neat, maybe not a whole lot much more than a regular bullion coin, but they have a little bit of collectability to them, or just something different that's readily recognizable? Is this something you steer clear of if you're a gold stacker in particular? I think silver, there's so many choices out there that I think people can go ahead and take the chance with it, even with a little bit higher premium, because typically they're more popular, secondary market and the like. But for gold coins, maybe not as much. I don't know. The smaller mintage, a 5,000 mintage gold coin, and I don't know what the mintage level, what the mintage number on these are, but with a 5,000 mintage gold coin is not that low of a mintage in terms of equating value to the rarity, whereas a 25,000 mintage silver coin is a much bigger deal, and typically those do much better in that world. So I'd just be curious to see what your thoughts are on this. The edge is reeded, and it does come in a capsule, which is very nice. And but yeah, there it is. I almost think in some ways it would have been better, but I think the Royal Australian Mint is not really known for their frosting techniques on coins. That's really more of a Perth Mint thing. And by the way, the continent here is not frosted. That's textured. That's a different thing. That's the actual texture they put on the land to kind of make it stand out, but that is not textured. That's actually a smooth finish, believe it or not. What frosting is essentially it's a technique placed on the die with vapor blasting to give it a little bit of a texture that is outside of what is actually inscribed on the die itself. And there is that difference there. We can kind of see here, you can look closely and you can tell, still shiny, just has the kind of a real intricate texture there. When the stars are smooth, relatively flat all around, but there it is. So, interesting coin, fascinating. Probably not everybody's cup of tea as far as what the type of thing, but let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. I would like to extend a multitude of gratitude to you all for taking the time to watch this video, and to encourage you to please rate, share, comment, and subscribe.